Hello dear students, welcome to a new session. In this session we'll be talking about congruence. Let's start with the warming up. For these four pictures that you can see in front of you, is there any two pictures that are identically the same? If we'll be talking about the two blue cars at the top, they are not the same. One is big, one is small. Congruency means they are identically the same size, same dimensions, same in everything. So here we have no two congruent figures. But here, yes, the two blue cars are two congruent cars because they have the same size, same shape, and same everything. So the congruence means exactly and identically the same. Let's go to geometry. Now we'll be talking about the congruency of line segments. Two line segments are congruent if they are equal in length. For example, we have AB and CD, they're equal in length, each of them is 5 centimeters long, then AB segment is congruent to CD segment. These three dashes above each other means congruent. But if AB is 5 centimeters long and EF is 3 centimeters long, then EF is not congruent to AB. Now, let's move to congruency of angles. Two angles are congruent if they're equal in measure. For example, for this angle and this angle. Angle A, its measure is equal to the measure of angle B is equal to 60 degrees. Then angle A is congruent to angle B. The third congruency will be talking about the congruency of polygons. Two polygons are congruent if each side and each angle in one of them are congruent to their corresponding elements in the other. Their corresponding sides are equal in length and their corresponding angles are equal in measure. Let's check two notes. The first one, two squares are congruent if the side length of one of them is congruent to the side length of the other. The second note, two rectangles are congruent if the dimensions of one of them are congruent to the dimensions of the other. Let's go to this exercise. If it's given that polygon ABCD is congruent to polygon XYZL, then the corresponding sides are equal and also the corresponding angles are equal. So what are the corresponding sides that are equal in length? Side AB is equal to XY, side BC is equal to YZ, side CD is equal to ZL, and side DA is equal to LX. About the corresponding angles that are equal, measure of angle A is equal to measure of angle X, measure of angle B is equal to the measure of angle Y, measure angle B is equal to measure of angle Y, measure angle C is equal to measure angle Z, and measure of angle D is equal to measure of angle L. Exercise number 1. In the opposite figure, if the two polygons shown are congruent, then B corresponds to what? If you check here in the graph, you will see that B, its corresponding angle is R. So B corresponds to R. The polygon black, BLACK, is congruent to what polygon? So we go by order. B corresponds with R. L corresponds with O. A corresponds with H. C corresponds with E. And K corresponds with S. KB is equal to how many centimeters? KB corresponds with SR. So if SR is 4 centimeters long, then KB is also 4 centimeters long. Measure of angle E, it's equal to measure of angle C. CA is equal to EH, which is 5 centimeters. The measure of angle A is equal to the measure of angle H. Let's now go to exercise number 2. In the opposite figure, if C belongs to line BD and the measure of angle AFC is equal to 110 degrees, where BC is 5 centimeters, and the polygon ABCF is congruent to the polygon EDCF, complete each of the following. Check here, the order is very important. A is equal to E, B is equal to D, and the C and the F are equal in measure as angles. And for sides, AB is equal to ED, CF is equal to CF for sure, and BC is DC, and so on. So AB, its length is equal to, excellent, ED. AF, first and last, is congruent to EF. The measure of angle E is congruent to measure of angle, excellent, A. The measure of angle B is congruent to angle D. The measure of angle FCD is congruent to measure of angle FCB. The measure of angle EFC is how many degrees? The measure of angle EFC is 110 degrees. Why is it 110 degrees? Because EFC is congruent to AFC. EFC is congruent to AFC. AFC is 110, so this one is also 110. The length of BD is what? BD. If FC is given as 5 centimeters, then CD is also 5 centimeters. So BD is 10 centimeters long. The measure of angle FCD is 90 degrees, where the measure of angle AFE is 140 degrees. From where did we get the 140? Angle AFE, it's the 360, take away the sum of 110 plus 110. So it is 140 degrees. Last question in here. The axis of symmetry of the polygon ABDEF is, excellent, it's straight line FC. Let's now go to the evaluation part. Dear students, as I always remind you, when you see the questions, pause the video, try to answer the questions yourself. After that, play the video to check your answers. In the opposite figure, if C belongs to BD, where AFC is 110 degrees and BC is 5 centimeters, and the polygon ABCF is congruent to the polygon EDCF, how can we complete each of the following? AB is equal to ED, excellent. AF is equal to EF. CD is equal to CB. CF is the common side, or sometimes we can call it the symmetric side. The measure of angle E is equal to the measure of angle A. The measure of angle B is equal to the measure of angle D. The measure of angle FCD is equal to the measure of angle FCB. And the measure of angle EFC is 110 degrees, while BD is 10 centimeters long. Question 10. The measure of angle AFE is 220 degrees, where the axis of symmetry of this polygon is the straight line FC. Now, we came to the end of our session. Thank you and wishing you best of luck.